from a Christian perspective and from a broad perspective, period, there can be no greater glory that God could receive than through the person and work of Jesus Christ. However, so then we back up and we say that none of that would exist without evil. So without the fall, without Adam and Eve rebelling against God and creating this curse for the world, creating this crisis for all of history, there would be no need for Christ to come and redeem all of that. There'd be no reason for him to come and die on the cross and rise again from the dead, unless that had been part of a broad plan that God had to introduce evil into the world and then destroy evil in this great storyline with this incredible hero, this Redeemer, Jesus Christ, who comes and saves the day. And God superintended those evil actions himself because he had some overriding good, some greater good that would have not occurred without that evil having taken place. And so basically, that lays out for us a biblical kind of zeroing in on a biblical view of what we would call the greater good theodicy. So that the idea is simply this, that God would never allow any evil, or he wouldn't purpose any evil to occur unless he had some greater good that he intended with that evil. God is truly good. Then anything that happens in this world, and because he is also all-powerful and therefore sovereign in everything that takes place, he is ultimately, in an ultimate sense, responsible for everything that takes place in this world. Not necessarily in a moral sense, but in the broader sense of everything that happens in the world as a result of his planning it to be that way, or what Reformed theology calls God's decree. God has decreed all things that take place. And so if we understand that the character of God is that he is indeed all sovereign, all powerful, and yet at the same time he is all good, that means that God could never have an evil purpose for anything that occurs in this world, but that he must have some good reason